And welcome everyone back to episode 18 of the Sweet and Sour podcast. Okay, yeah. All right, I am your co-host, Dom. No? Okay.
Hello.
All right. I am a co-host, Dom.
I'm Jen.
That's Jen. We are Sweet and Sour.
I'm back, everybody. It's been a long week. How y'all doing?
Let's back up. How are you doing?
Fine. Great. Amazing. Tired. What about you?
Hi, Death Wolf. Hi, Abe. I'm good. I am stressing, obviously. My trip to Japan is coming up pretty soon, and
You're broke
I am
as
on
fuck.
the I'm broke as fuck. I am still trying to sell a bunch of shit before I leave.
Have you been
and
streaming?
I've been streaming.
Are you
Not
gonna
as
do
much as I
another
should have been, but I've been trying to do other things.
Subathon, donathon.
I might do one last subathon, probably like a 10-day before I leave.
10 days.
But that'll
God
be
damn.
yeah, that'll be the last one before I leave.
It's
but
like just a little bit, just a little some, just a little some light.
well, think about it, because
Just a little some light, 10 days, no
I
problem.
need money, but I have some photography jobs
Do
coming up,
sleeping
and
stream.
I'm selling a bunch. No, I don't sleep on stream. I let videos play while I just like sleep in bed, because
I'm
I
saying
think-
you should do sleeping stream.
I should. Why is
Yeah,
that?
and then do like, oh, tier 1 sub is like a sound notification. You know what I mean?
Gotta wake me up.
Yo.
I don't know if I can handle
People
that.
fucking love that
I
shit.
don't know if I want to be woken up though. You know, like I need energy
just
for the
secretly
stream.
put all your notifs on mute.
That's like that's fake as fuck. But I think
Be
you're
like, "Dang,
right.
Dom, you're such a heavy
But you're
sleeper.
fucking
nothing,
right.
Nothing wakes you up.
I'm just afraid that I'll sleepwalk on stream or like wake
That
up in the
would
middle
be
of sleep.
fucking crazy.
That's what I'm afraid of seeing.
would
It's just
be
like myself wake up in the
crazy.
middle of the night and like actively do something, which is fucking scary to me.
Imagine he just like wakes up in the middle of the night, starts sleepwalking to his PC, and just starts playing games like in his sleep with his eyes fucking closed. Like how?
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh no!
Would be fun to wake
See,
you up.
people love that shit.
know if I
Like
like
that's
that,
like
though.
I feel like that's low key a kink for people.
I need to find something like I don't want to wake up people in my house though, because my sister and my mom's room are like pretty close to mine. So if it's like loud enough, I just need it to like wake me
What
up.
did we say about muting?
I know, but that's like, not fun. That's not
That's
fun.
not fun. What's fun is hearing fucking
Screaming in the middle of the night just to fucking
blow
freak me
horn
out.
every
Blow
2 seconds.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Or they have like those strobe lights that go on.
I wouldn't even know how to set that up. That'd be fucking hilarious though. Yeah, no. So probably gonna do one last subathon before I leave, but hopefully sell all this stuff that I'm trying to sell too. Which
Have
shouldn't
you
be too
sold
hard.
anything?
No.
What do you have?
So originally I was selling one of my lenses,
Uh-huh.
but Henry decided that we should trade lenses because the lens that I have was probably more useful for both of us.
Uh-huh.
So I'm taking his big ass lens
And selling that?
and trying to sell that one now because it's worth a little bit more money. So I can probably get a little bit more money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, that's like the only thing. And one of my PCs. My good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I mean that PC's worth like $3,000 and the lens is worth $2,000. So that'll be enough to fund the trip. And a little bit more too. But other than that, I think I'm all set. Yeah. But at this point, the passport people said they can't do anything about it until 14 days before. But they're supposed to spend like $900 basically for that. I'm like, dude, that's so much fucking money.
Well, that's what you get for not planning ahead. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I've had my mic or my fucking not my mic, my fucking passport for a while now. So like,
Make sure yours isn't
mine's
expired.
updated. No, I have
Okay.
until 2027 till mine expires.
Okay.
So obviously I was good. I made sure to check everything before I even started planning the trip. But because Bonkai thought I wasn't going with him originally, he didn't plan to like just get
You
his
should
passport.
still have a passport.
Yeah, and I was like, you should kind of already have
do
it. Richard has his, but Richard goes
Yeah.
home to like Albania and shit like randomly whenever and like does other stuff. But
I mean, but at this point, like, even if you don't travel a lot, if you're planning to travel ever in the
avoid.
future, you should probably do your passport ASAP.
100%. I think so
ASAP
too. Especially if you're
Rocky.
planning on going on a trip like out of the country.
Mhm.
You should probably plan on getting a passport prior to planning the trip in the first place too.
Yeah.
So that's been stressing me out too. So
You're just
right
gonna end up
now,
going by
I'm just gonna go
yourself.
by myself, and I'm gonna have to look for like an Airbnb on my own. I was like, I should just ask Richard. I'm like, bro, you should just go anyways. You don't need Bonkai. And he's all like, I don't know, man. And I'm like, dude, come on, don't be a pussy. Just come with me. I don't want to go alone. If I go alone, I go alone. Get my ass beat by the muscle mommies by myself.
Y'all are not good at planning. This has been
I'm
like
fine. I
how
did
many
fine,
months in the
perfectly
making
fine.
now?
You know what? If anything, I'll just go hang out with Flag for that week that he's there because he's gonna be out
he's
there.
there?
Yeah, he's gonna be there the same
Nice.
time I am. So I'll be out there, probably hang out with him more than anything because he's already got his shit planned. But the next week, I have to plan basically by myself right now because originally I was planning for my little sister to come with me the first week because that's what she paid for, and then the next week I was planning on going to like south of Japan. Like, so I need to figure all that stuff out. And the rail pass is there for 2 weeks, 21 days is fucking $400 and something.
That's not bad.
Which is like not
2
bad,
weeks
but
is
that's
not
pretty
bad.
bad.
No, it's not.
That's pretty bad. That's
For
expensive.
2 weeks? Imagine if
It's
you had to
pretty
Uber
bad.
everywhere.
It
2
used to be
weeks here,
$200. It
anywhere.
used to be $200 for 2 weeks. That's why.
That's not bad.
Then they doubled it.
No, it's not bad.
Which isn't bad because like literally I'll just take the train everywhere because that's how I get everywhere at this point. But yeah, the second week I'm just gonna have to try to plan everything on my own, which is kind of scary, but shouldn't be too bad. I just need to find a place to live and then just trying to explore the area of where I'm staying. You have any travel advice for me?
You could stay
Maybe
in a
try to-
hostel if you
I
want.
thought about that.
If you want cheap, and you could make friends.
Yeah, that's true. Thought about a hostel.
Like if you're traveling alone, a lot of people just go to hostels because you meet people, and you meet travel buddies, and then you can go places together, and it's cheap. It's like what most of them are like a few bucks a night.
Yeah,
I've seen anywhere from like $5 a night.
I stayed in
per
one hostel
hostel.
in my life, but that was in Vietnam, and I was not planning on doing that. But
They're convenient. They're nice.
convenient, yeah.
Like they're not that bad, depending on where you go. But
I mean, it's Japan.
you can meet
right?
people,
Shouldn't be
have some friends
dangerous.
to travel with.
I have like my Tinder account on again, and I've been trying to like meet people in Japan too, and it's just been kind of rough because no one's like swiping right on me. So it's hard to like just trying to like find friends, even though I just put looking for friends only. But I don't think Tinder's the move for that.
I don't think so either. Maybe like Instagram or Facebook. Just be like, I'm in Japan. Anybody want to meet up, hang out?
I don't know though. But yeah, that's the only stress that I've really had this week. How about you? Anything going on with you this week?
Just living life.
Why'd you have to abandon last week?
Because I was tired. I was tired as fuck. I went to the casinos and we pulled an all-nighter.
Jesus Christ.
And that is all. And I was exhausted.
Going to the casinos this weekend?
No. There's nothing going on this weekend, so. It was only because
Fine.
Lex was in town and she wanted to go.
Right.
I was like, okay, let's go. And then we went there and then we did shrooms and then
Oh.
we couldn't sleep.
You guys were just up all night?
Yeah, up all night.
Were you guys at the casino the whole time, or did you guys like go back to your room and just hang out too?
No, we were like walking around the casinos because you know how like Central City here is like kind of like a little Vegas.
Yeah, it's
Where
just like a
there's a
strip of
bunch of
casinos.
casinos, yeah. So we were like walking up and down trying every single casino because we were like, I don't like the vibes here. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna win. So let's go to this other casino. And so we walked like up and down that whole thing. Yeah.
Did you guys win any money?
A little bit. A couple hundred. That's it. Nothing crazy.
That's good at least.
Yeah.
Better than losing a shit ton of money.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, that's all. It felt like a long week since we didn't do it. I was like, yesterday I was like, wait,
Did I upload
did I
Did I edit the fucking
yeah,
video?
I was like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah, we didn't do it. I kind of felt that way too during the middle of the week. I was like, fuck. Did we do the podcast this week?
it was so long.
I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a long week. It really was. You guys went to Flume too?
I did go to Flume.
How was that?
That was awesome.
Was it just you and Nikki?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Because Nikki was so her friend is one of Flume's producers.
Right, you told me that last time. Yeah.
Yeah, so he like worked with Flume for a couple of projects, but he still gets like tickets, like VIP tickets to the show, and you're allowed to bring a +1. So he was gonna bring my sister for his +1 since they're friends, but I guess it was just so crowded and packed that they had no extra tickets to give.
Ooh.
So they yoinked them from the producers to sell.
Right.
Because the producers pretty much like people who get the free passes is like if they have extra, they're allowed to come for free and then bring a +1. But it was just sold out and no like I've never seen Redrocks so crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It was actually that
Like I've
that bad?
gone so many times. Yeah, because there's a lot of the CU game and they'd won. So a lot of times they like to go to Redrocks to celebrate.
Right.
So there's so many college students and high school students there. I've never seen it that crazy. We were going through security and I never get like checked like crazy.
Yeah, they never check your
Red Rocks,
bags or
they're
anything.
chill.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, open your bag. They're like looking for weapons. And if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. And they're just like, okay, keep going.
They usually kind of just like
yeah.
zip
Like, you
open,
know how it
like,
is. Like, it's just
close,
chill.
Good to go.
Oh my God. I brought one backpack. We brought one backpack between the two of us. And she was like making me open every single like little tiny pocket. And I'm like, bitch, what do you think I can fit in this pocket? It's like this big. Like the front pocket was like this tiny. And she was like, open it up. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. She's doing her job. Let me open up everything. There was like, they don't allow gum into Redrocks.
They don't?
They don't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like unopened or not, like factory sealed or not, they do not allow gum in the venue. So I opened the bag and there's like little like pieces of gum. Like it fell out of the pack and pieces of gum were in there. And it was only like one or two. And she was like, I'm going to have to confiscate that. I was like, okay, whatever. Like I didn't even know it was in there. Like my bad. She takes it. She opens the next pocket. There's a couple of more pieces. We're literally standing there for like 5-10 minutes because I'm opening every pocket. And for some reason, there's just pieces of gum everywhere. So she's like trying to grab all the pieces of gum. And then I opened the bigger pocket and I forgot that that's where I put my new pack of gum. Because like when you're on drugs, like you need gum. She took the whole fucking pack.
Jesus Christ.
But the way that they take it, I don't know if I'm gonna in trouble for this. They take it and they put it in like they confiscate it and they have like a bag full of like things that they confiscate.
Okay.
It's just in a bag and it's just off to the side.
Right.
So then she takes it, puts it in the bag, and then she's like still checking my bag. And Nikki goes around her, grabs it out of the bag, and just keeps walking. And then I go, "Did you get the gum?" Like we were fucking acting like drug dealers, bro. I was like, "Did you get my gum?" And she was like, "Yeah, I got it." And we're like, "Okay, cool." Like,
dude, that's fucking stupid. I didn't know they
gum,
just take their
yeah.
gum like that. That's wild.
I think it's because we were talking about it because like she used the excuses because they have raccoons up there and I guess raccoons really like gum, but I don't think that's the case.
You're in the middle of a show,
That
though.
doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make that
I
so
think
much
it's
sense.
because they know that people on drugs really like need gum, like they need gum.
Which I feel like they should just let you have at that point. Because if they're sneaking in the drugs already, you might as well just have the
That's what
gum.
I'm saying, but I think it's because they don't want to like they don't want to condone it. Like they're obviously gonna confiscate gum or like drugs if they find the drugs.
Yeah.
But if they don't, they're gonna confiscate the gum because they know what the gum is for. And they don't want to condone like, oh, you can bring in your gum saying like, oh yeah, you can do the drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that, but it's like,
Yeah.
people are bringing in shit like that anyway.
But it was fucking insane. There's this girl, like it was like midday, right? The doors opened at like 5:30. Like it's still daytime out. Like it's still early.
Mhm.
And these bitches are bonkers, bro. Like, I have never seen so many people drugged, coked out, like drunk off their ass so early in the day. Bad. There's this, we were in line for security, and after all that was happening, there's this girl that was like trying to cut through the line because she was trying to find her friends, and she was on the phone and she was like screaming, and she was like, I don't know where you guys are, and like, I'm not sober, so I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And then she's just like starts sobbing, and she's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Right.
And she's like talking with her hands, right? And you can see her bag of Coke like in her hands. And she's like waving it
Oh my
around
God,
like in front of
bro.
security. And I'm like, girl, are you good? Like, you, first of all, you're drawing so much attention, and you just have this like a bag of Coke in your hand. You need to relax. Like, you need to relax.
I don't know, man.
But it was an amazing show.
Was it good?
It was really good. There was a fight that broke out like right in front of us too.
Really?
Yeah, like I said, it was like the craziest show I've ever, like craziest Redrocks show I've ever been to.
That's just like exactly what you would expect, like for your first show. But it's just like happening, and it's just like, oh my God.
Well, like I've been to a lot of Redrocks show, and Redrocks is never crazy. Like other shows I get, you know, but Redrocks has always been chill for me.
It's always been
Like
pretty.
all
Yeah,
of
that's
my
a pretty chill
experiences,
area.
like it's never been anything insane, but like that happened with that girl, and then we get in, and like these guys start a fight, like fist fight, and he literally jumps him. And if you know Redrocks, it's a bunch of steps, like that's where you sit. They went down like 4 steps.
Oh,
They
like the
rolled
fight.
down like 4 yeah, they rolled down like 4 steps, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh my
Like, what
God.
is happening? And this was all before Flume even went on. So they fought, and they all got kicked out before they even saw the show. And I was like, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. And then the show was going on. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. I go to the bathroom, and you know how there's 2 entrances? There's one entrance at the top of the amphitheater and then one at the very bottom. I went to the bathroom. The very bottom, people were trying to hop the fucking gate to like storm the gate and come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like mid-show, because there was
fuck?
less security there since it was already the middle of the show, and more security like inside.
Yeah.
So people were trying to like sneak through to get into the show because you couldn't buy any more tickets. It was sold out.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense that you say
Yeah.
that now.
It was sold out, so they couldn't buy any more tickets. And so like people were trying to hop through, and then I got back to my seat, and then literally the people behind me were like talking about, oh, like I didn't think, like, hey dude, like I didn't think you were gonna make it. Like, what happened? Did you end up finding a ticket? He was like, no, I got in for free. And I was like, what? I was like, did you just jump that fucking gate? What the fuck?
No, I have seen that happen before. There's this one time I was at a Mac Miller concert. This was like a long time ago. Like obviously when he was like alive. But
Obviously.
Redrocks, you're right, because Redrocks is never crazy because the way it's set up, you can't like mosh pit or get like rowdy or anything like that really. Because it's just stairs, really. That's all it is. It's just like a row of stairs that goes all the way down, like a legit amphitheater. That's like what it's made for. So people never get crazy. But someone, when I was at that show, I think they also hopped the fence because they were getting chased by security for some fucking reason. He gets chased. The lady grabs, like, they're coming like right next to me and my brother. She grabs him by like the collar of his shirt, swings around, and he throws her on the floor. And then he just starts running again. And then we look at the security lady, and her
hell no.
arm was broken. Like, her arm snapped. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, dude, I'm going to go get help.
You stay there.
I was like, you stay right there.
Don't move.
I ran to the security guy, and he's like, I was like, bro, can you help her? Her arm's broken. He's like, dude, that's fucking gross. That's what he told me. So we helped her up. I helped her up by like the broken arm, and I heard like a little like that. I was like, ugh. I was like, dude, Redrocks is never that crazy unless people are
Yeah.
doing fuck shit like trying to jump over a fence and get in for free.
I have never seen so much security there too that day.
Was there a lot that day?
So many cops outside by the gate. So much security. Like, cause you know how like every once in a while, like while you're waiting for the show to start, like everybody's chilling, hanging out, like watching the openers.
Yeah.
You see a couple like security guards walking around, make sure you're not doing any drugs like out in the open.
Yeah, they just
Like when
walked
the sun
through.
is still out. Yeah, when the sun is still out. They just walk through. I've never seen so many, like a good 50 security guards just walking back and forth through the stairs. And then cops, every single stairway, entryway, by the bathrooms, cops everywhere. I was like, holy shit, like I've never seen so many cops here. Because usually it's not that bad. Usually there's like a couple cop cars, like in case anything goes wrong. Security usually just like goes every once in a while, make sure you're not fucking ODing.
Yeah.
But it's never that crazy. But I think it's because it's football season. And all the college kids just love going up to Redrocks to celebrate.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Especially this season. Everybody and their mothers is like into college football.
Yeah. It's true. I never liked fucking college football to begin with.
They're more popular than the Broncos.
No, 100%. The fandom for college sports is fucking insane. Because, most of those people are, like, parents, too. So, like, they'll go all out and they'll just be, like, fucking screaming wild, obscene shit in the stands. And there's always a lot of them. There's always a lot of people. College sports is insane.
Crazy.
College football, like, our CU Buffs, right now, they're doing pretty good during the football season, so...
Well, that's why Redrocks has been so packed lately.
Yeah.
So all the CU kids are going up there to have a good time.
Yeah, party,
But then it
rave.
just gets really like crazy and rowdy because it's all like, because you know how when you go to a Redrocks show or like any show, like the big groups, you can kind of like pick them out to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Flume, there was so many. There were so
Just
many
groups.
huge fucking
Just
groups.
of people everywhere.
And you just get swallowed. Like people sitting next to them, you would just get swallowed up by the group. And I'm just like, there's like nowhere to go. Like once you're like near them.
No, it's true. And
'Cause they
football kids
roll,
are
like,
like
50
college kids
deep.
are big too.
Yeah. They were
like,
like
obviously.
50 deep. And I'm like, bro, there's like, when we went, we were like in row like 40. Which is like the middle of the middle.
Yeah.
Like it's not too high,
That's
not too
not bad.
low, not bad. But that's where all the big groups go, is like towards that area.
It's because
So we
everyone
had
likes
one on
those
our
areas.
right, one
Yeah.
behind us, one on our left, and we're like,
That's the only way you can
fuck.
fit
Like, we-
people in rows like that because they're like
Literally.
further left back to still see the show.
So we were like,
Like,
we don't know
goddamn.
where to go. It was crazy. It was fun though. He's very good live.
I've never seen Flume live. There's like 5 times where I've wanted to see Flume live, but never got the chance.
That was my first time, and he's surprisingly really good live.
Good.
And I heard like I appreciate him because like he does different sets.
Oh,
Every
really?
shows aren't the same. Even if it's a 2-day event, like it's not gonna be the same both days,
Right.
which I like.
No, that's sick. I like artists that do different sets. That's why I fucking hate some artists because they just play the same fucking set over and over.
Yeah.
Millennium plays the same sets over and over.
That's
but
true.
That's why Trilogy was fun because you got to see all of the sets that you've
That's
already
true.
seen probably more than 5 times.
Did you get your Decadence tickets?
No, not yet. I'll get it when I come home from Japan, obviously. Oh my god, I think it was Said the Sky who posted something today about it, and I was like, dude, that looks so fun. I need to see Dab the Sky live at least. I'll probably end up going both days, not gonna lie, but I think for sure I just need to see Dab the Sky.
That's who you're gonna go for, like.
Yeah, I fucking love Dabbit and Said the Sky. They're just so
I
good.
mean, yeah.
You mean, oh yeah,
Like, yeah, like they're good, but out of all the people,
Skrillex too.
Yeah,
Skrillex.
like,
Skrillex, of course.
of the whole Decadence lineup, you're going just for Dab the Sky.
Dab the Sky and Skrillex for sure, mainly, which is gonna be great. I mean, those are the 2 artists that I really want to see. I mean, I don't really need to see anyone that bad day one.
Stevie, I want to get caked so bad.
You gotta get pretty close to
I
the
wanna
fucking
get
front,
caked
though.
so bad.
If you get to the front, you're for sure. You can probably get caked pretty good, or at least get hit by like a grain of cake
I know.
flying off of it.
Just
You
let me
know.
touch the cake.
You saw Dab the Sky yesterday at Brooklyn Mirage. That's where I saw that set from. The fucking tweet.
Yeah.
That's sick though. Was it good? They just had so much good music release. Like individually, I can't wait to see it together. Dab the Sky is just so fucking good.
They play first night, right?
Night 2.
Oh, second
Millennium's
night.
night 1.
Fuck. Oh no.
But
If they do Hey, don't eat that. If they do night 2, they might be doing the countdown.
they might.
That's crazy.
They might,
No,
but
that's gonna suck.
The thing is, if they do count that or the countdown, Skrillex would probably be doing the countdown too.
That's what I mean. That
Yeah.
sucks. It's gonna be at the same time.
Because I mean, that's happened before, where like two good.
Well,
artists.
it's crowd control. They don't want to have the whole fucking place in one area. So they do the most popular ones at the same time so that people split. Damn. That makes me sad.
That'll make me sad. I don't know who I'd rather see it count. Well, who would you think?
Skrillex would be crazy.
Yeah, Skrillex
for
would
the
definitely be crazy.
countdown.
But I think Dab the Sky set would be.
I think for me, I like told my group too. I was like, for me, if I go to Decadence, like I'm gonna have like the schedule pulled up and I'm gonna be ready to fucking run. Cause I told you this before. I like seeing songs more than the whole artist.
Right.
So I'm like, if Skrillex and Dab the Sky are both doing countdown, I'd probably stay for Skrillex for the countdown. As soon as the countdown is over, I'm out
Go
of
back
there.
to Dab the Sky.
Yeah. So I can like see multiple artists instead of
Yeah.
having to stay for their whole set and then missing. Either or, I'd just rather do like parts of both, you know?
Yeah. The way the stages are set up too, they're not too far apart from each other because it's 3
No.
fucking stages.
It just
The
sucks
only
because it's
thing-
gonna be crowded.
Yeah, it would
So
be
you're gonna
definitely
have to,
crowded. So you'll have to make your way either back through the crowd or you're gonna have to sit in the back. But it'll only suck if you have to go from like stage 1 over to stage 3 if that's how they set it up. But I guess we'll
I mean,
see
it's
when
just
it
like
comes.
EDC all over again.
It's like that distance for EDC is way bigger, but
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
but
one for there, yeah, it'd
still.
still be shitty because you're gonna be
running a
dancing all night.
marathon.
You're gonna be dancing all night, and you're like, oh, it's fucking 11:55. I better run to the other fucking stage to
Yeah.
catch Skrillex.
And there's just so many artists that I want to see too that I just really have to like be on top of it. Because
A
like
lot.
everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to see like a couple of people, like the main people. But
Yeah.
for me, like I want to see a lot of them. So I'm like, fuck. Like I gotta go.
Yeah, Night 2 has a lot of artists that I do want to see. I just remember off the top of my head those
Galantis.
two. Galantis. I really want to see Galantis. I've never seen him live yet, and I've
either.
been to so many festival shows to where he's there, but I just never catch him.
We were supposed to see him at EDC,
Really?
but we ended up at the wrong stage because we looked at the schedule wrong. So we were like, where is he? Like, what the
Because you guys are all
fuck?
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
And then we realized we were at the wrong stage.
It's so
we
funny
didn't
because
see
like
him.
usually you guys are the ones planning everything, but you guys are the ones that are always getting fucked up. So like you guys are the ones trying to like plan everything and just read all the schedules, but you're just like too like gone to even fucking
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, so we didn't end up seeing him. So I want to see him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the full schedule. John Summit, like you said. I don't
Yeah.
want to see John Summit. I've already seen him
Fuck
twice.
John
I've
Summit.
already seen John Summit twice.
Fuck John Summit. I don't even remember who else is playing.
I don't remember. Berto sent me the fucking list. I don't think I saved it.
I need to stop going to concerts though.
Think you're gonna take a break
Really
next year?
it's really hurting my bank account. Huh?
Yeah, you've gone to a show a lot.
Well, yeah.
Let's take her upstairs real quick.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna bring her upstairs.
Hey. Well, she heard you come and she was like, yeah. Ooh, trouble. Trouble. But got him. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah, I need to stop. I need to chill. I think I spent over like. I should probably do my finances to see how much I actually spend on shows, but I feel like I've spent over like $4,000 just this year on shows and festivals. Oh, that's actually insane. I need to actually check if it was that much, but I think it was like a few grand.
This year?
Yeah. I do not want to know the number.
don't need to know
I
the
really
number?
don't, but I should just to know how much I spent. I'm catching up, you know.
Just for this year,
Mhm.
I had to make a solid guess. You'd be like at 1562.
15.
Or not 15, fucking 500. No.
What?
No, wait, what the fuck am I saying?
1500? Like 1,000?
1,500, yeah.
No, more.
You think more?
For sure. EDC by itself was like $600.
Right? But then I feel like everything else kind of just adds up.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Like 1,500. I think at least 15.
over.
You think it's over? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because
You got a
think-
problem, bro.
because think every show is gonna be at least like $100
Right, 100.
times 2 because I buy Tony's.
Right. Okay.
So
I was just
EDC
counting
by
only
itself
you.
is like 600, and I'm going this coming year too, so that's already 1,200 for just EDC. Decadence was 600.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 300 each.
Damn.
Yeah, it sold
Just
out
for
so
GA?
fast. Yeah,
That's fucked.
so we had to buy tier 3,
Right.
which was $300 per ticket.
That's
So we
fucked.
spent $600 on Decadence. So that right there is already $2,000. That's not including all the shows that I've been to. Because I did go to Global. Who did I see? I went to Global. I went to Slander in LA. I went to Flume. I went to Zed's Dead twice. I went to
Millennium Trilogy.
Trilogy. I forgot about that. Trilogy. Lewis the Child is next week. And then I'm going to Griffin. And then I'm seeing Slander again in November. And then I'm seeing Knock 2 in November.
That's too much.
Is that it?
That's too much. I think that's it, right?
I think that's
You
it.
already saw Slander.
I think
Wait, you already put
Slander's
Slander
the-
on, right?
No, but I'm seeing him again in November
know.
at Redrocks.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's what I was
I
trying to
think
count
he's
in.
the last one before Decadence.
Yeah, last end of the year. Griffin's in
Yeah.
October. I think Slander's in November, right?
Yeah, Slander's in
Something like that.
November. Knock 2 is literally the day before Slander. So I'm doing Knock 2 back-to-back Slander. And then Decadence, and I think that's it. That's it until EDC. No Moss. Unless Porter Robinson comes.
I do want to see Porter Robinson.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him at that Nocturnal show though, or the Supernatural
No.
show.
My friend was trying to get me to come because he's doing a show in Hawaii. And she was like, come to Hawaii and come
That
see
would
him.
be so sick though.
He's doing it at a water park too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so sick.
But I was like, Hawaii, bro, that shit's gonna be expensive.
I'd
as
love
fuck.
to just fucking vibe out in a water park and just listen to Porter Robinson live. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
I want to see more shows like that. Water shows. Millennium. I do want to do that fucking Cabo show, whatever he fucking plays it at.
Oh, Ember Shores.
Ember Shores. That'd
Yeah.
be a cool one.
That would be cool. That's expensive too, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. Like, no more. For sure, no more. I'm going to retire after EDC and, like, get back to traveling.
Right.
Because I haven't traveled in a while. Like, traveled.
Right. Oh shit. My mom bought me a ticket to Vietnam in fucking February too.
What?
I'm going back to Vietnam.
That's fun.
Going back to the motherland.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun, but more or less it's like for my dad because my mom's like, your dad's going, but he's not coming home with me. You're gonna have to like lead him home. It's like, what the fuck? Why do I have to babysit him? He's a grown man. He can take himself
That's
home.
a free ticket to Vietnam.
I know. I was like, that's fine, but you just gotta fucking take care of him. Like, okay, whatever. That's fine, I guess.
I went with my dad last time before I went with Tony. When I went with Tony was like the first time I went like by ourselves.
Right.
But before that, that's what I did with my dad. Like my dad went because he was visiting family and stuff, but my mom sent me with him to watch him, to babysit him.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's still gonna be a fun trip.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
February's like the best time too, because it's that.
Yeah. Vietnamese New Year's.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be super fun. It's
gonna
always
be
fun every time I've
crazy.
gone. Well, last time I went was like 2017. I went with my mom and it was during Vietnamese New Year's. It was super fun. Every morning, kids are trying to fucking sell you tickets and shit.
Should go to a rave over there.
A rave in Vietnam? Do they
Yeah.
have raves in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Do
A
they?
lot of artists go. Zed plays there a lot. Loud Luxury goes to Vietnam a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
What the? I should look up tickets
Yeah.
then.
You never say. I've seen. There's this one funny ass. I forgot to save it. There's this funny ass TikTok, and he was like, "I found a rave in Vietnam," and he's like decked out in his like dabbing jersey, like all his candy, his pash around him, and he's at this rave like fucking going crazy, and all of a sudden they turn the camera and like everybody else is just like quiet. Nobody's dancing. And it was fucking like Zed or something playing.
What the fuck?
And nobody knew who it was.
Was it just at a club?
No, it was outside. Like it was a
Really?
rave.
What the
yeah.
fuck?
And nobody knew who it was. And so they were like I think the caption was like, when nobody else is a raver like you, but you somehow found Zed in Vietnam, and now you're freaking raving in a third world country with
Yeah.
one of the biggest DJs in the world.
I guess that's true. It's weird because like a lot of Asian cultures, they're like pretty respectful for their concerts. Like more or less Japan and like China, like no one says anything during
Which
like
is why
a
I
show.
was surprised because Vietnam usually goes crazy when they party.
I feel like Vietnam would be pretty
Yeah.
crazy, yeah. Because I like last time I went to a club with my uncle, and like they're getting pretty lit there.
they're more like hard style.
Yeah,
Techno.
I can see that for sure.
So
Yeah, I'll try to find a rave out there. Be cool if I can find someone that I knew. But I bet it would be still fun just to like fucking go regardless.
yeah. Have you seen like the Viet DJs doing like EDM
Mm-mm.
mashups of like Vietnamese songs? It's
That-
crazy.
that would
They
sound
go
funny.
hard as fuck.
That would sound funny as fuck. What the fuck?
It goes hard as fuck. What you mean? Here, let me find one.
Oh, that's actually kind of lit. What the fuck? That drop was kind of sick. What the fuck? That was the most random shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so wild. What the
crazy.
fuck?
It goes hard.
That's fucking hilarious. Like TikToks of anything, bro. That's so funny.
Huh?
It's like TikTok just has like information everywhere. We didn't have that. I would never even knew that existed.
Like, what you know about Viet Pop? It actually goes fucking hard. It's
I know nothing
crazy.
about that. That sounds fucking wild.
Look, the
Just looking at more
Chainsmokers
of
were in
them.
Vietnam.
That venue looks crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, Vietnam goes crazy.
The fuck? That just looks like it's in the middle of town. I should look
You know
something
where
up.
I think they do it?
Where?
You know the have you ever been to their it's like our civic center. So it's like where the Capitol building is.
I know what you're talking
and there's like
Yeah,
a
that
big
sounds-
yeah,
that
I
sounds
think that's where
familiar.
they do it. Either that or they do it in Backpackers Lane. Like where all the clubs and stuff are.
Yeah.
You should go.
I'll check it out.
I want to go back to Vietnam so bad. February you're going? Maybe
Yeah.
I can go in February.
You guys should go in February
For
too.
my birthday. It's not enough time to save that much money though. Holy. It's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Especially that time around, the airline tickets are like almost $2,000 because everybody wants to go during New Year's.
Yeah. Gotta know someone. For some reason, my mom knows like this lady that can just get her cheap ass tickets.
Mm,
I don't know how she does it, but I think my mom got my ticket for like $1,000, which
mm.
is like pretty good. That's like cheap.
well,
as
it's
fuck.
early too. That's
Yeah, it is
probably
early.
why. It's because it's so early. Are you just staying in Vietnam?
Yeah,
The
when I go out,
South, or-
when I go there, yeah, probably. My dad kind of lives up in the Lat too, so we'd
Mm.
probably go up there for a little bit, so I can
Mhm.
hang out with him and his family. But we wouldn't go to like, I don't know where else we would fucking go. That's really it though.
Mm. That'll be fun.
Those are the two areas. The Lat's really beautiful though. We did
Yeah,
like a nature hike
beach.
last time there. The beach is really nice.
It's like the bougie beach too.
It's really nice over there.
yeah, it's like the bougie beach, not like the ghetto beaches.
I think they just reformed like a whole area, but it looks like a little like fairy village too, which looks really
Fairy
cool. Yeah, I don't
village?
like. It was crazy. There's just like small houses and stuff surrounded by like mountains and like a waterfall, and I was like, dude, I have never seen anything like this. I think they made like handmade all of it. Like they just smashed a bunch of shit together, and now it looks nice as fuck.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah,
Man.
go. Try to save up some money. I'm gonna start selling feet. I don't know, do something.
Who wants my feet pics? I got this big ass blister I can send
That's
you.
fucking gross. No one wants to see that.
After Flume, we were like still rolling.
Right.
And you know where my house is, right?
Yeah.
Like there's that what is it? 136th? Like where that Walmart is and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the Walmart and then there's King Supers. And so we were still rolling and like Tony was driving us home and Nikki was like, "You think we could walk home?" And I was like, "I don't think we can walk home."
What is wrong with her?
I was like, "I do not think we could walk home." And she was like, "It would take us like 15 minutes max." And I was like, "Are you joking me? Like, there's no
You
way
guys
it's going to take us
walked
15
home?
minutes. There's no way it's going to take us 15 minutes." And then Tony was like, "Nah, it's going to take y'all like an hour to walk home." And I was like,
He was on that crackhead energy right there.
I was like,
There's
no.
way. There's no fucking way.
I don't know what went through my head, but we were like, okay, fuck it. And so Tony dropped us off at like where the King Supers is, and we started walking home. And so the road goes is like where the King Supers is at. To get to our house, all you have to do is walk straight down for like 4 or 5 blocks, turn right, and then go down another road like 4 or 5 blocks, and then you're home. Like it's pretty easy if you go.
It's easy to navigate.
If you go
there.
around. But Nikki was like, no. Let's save time. Like we're right by the school because she used to go to the school that's right there, Legacy.
Right.
And she was like, if we cut through here, like it connects to the golf course where our house is. Like it's fine. Like it'll be a shortcut. We go through and we didn't know because like she hasn't been in high school for like a good 5 years.
Right.
So they changed a lot of stuff and apparently they put like a 6-foot fence around the whole fucking field.
Oh,
and so we're following this fence and we're like, fuck, like where's the fucking sidewalk that's supposed to connect? Yeah. And then we finally got to where the sidewalk was supposed to be. But there's just this tall ass grass. And we're like, what the fuck? We can't see anything. Like, where are we supposed to go? Like, tall ass fucking grass. Look.
Oh,
like tall ass swamp grass,
what the
bro.
fuck were you guys doing?
Like it was from a fucking movie, and we were like, "There's no way." And so we keep walking the fence, and we're like, "Fuck!" Like we're gonna have to go around this whole thing. Like if we can't find a way through it, we're gonna have to walk all the way back around. And then we finally found where the fence, like where the grass is finally low enough, and so we jumped the fence. Like we had to jump the fucking fence to get to the other side.
Oh my god.
So we finally jumped the fence and then we had to cross from one side of the grass to the other side. But there was another like line of tall grass. So we were like, fuck it. Oh my
god.
So we were like, fuck it. Let's just walk through the tall grass because like I can see the tree on the other, like it's really close. If we just walk through this real quick, we're gonna be on the other side. We didn't realize there's a fucking creek that runs through. Nikki fucking falls in like knee deep water into the fucking creek. And so she comes out like her socks are fucking swampy, shoes are swampy.
That's gross.
So she had to take everything off. And here we are walking through this fucking golf course. Like she has no shoes on, no socks on. I'm fucking sweating balls. Like I'm like, where the fuck are we? Like, can we
cooled
get
off in the
home?
swamp too. What the fuck?
It did take us an hour to get home, but we did make it.
You guys fucking did like a fucking travel. That was some Lord of the Rings shit you guys just did right there.
But we did make it home, and
so
I
wait, why didn't you guys drive home? Like, you guys were with Tony, right?
Yeah, because we were trying to get our zoomies out.
Oh,
because we were still rolling. We were like, oh, let's walk to get all of our
Okay,
energy out
right.
so that we can actually sleep when we
Okay,
get
that
home.
makes more sense now.
We're like, fuck it, let's walk. Yeah, this bitch was like, right when we got out of Redrocks, she was like, let's walk home from here. I was like, bitch, we're not gonna make it.
You're
even
not gonna make it
we're
till
not
morning.
Gonna make it.
Probably till the next night. You guys won't make it home walking that whole distance. That's insane.
I was like, there's no way we're walking home from here. And she goes, oh, well, then let's just walk as far as we can and then have Tony meet us wherever we're at. And I was like, no, bitch.
That's fucking hilarious. That has to be the funniest story. Listen to the fucking sloth. That's so funny.
It was crazy. It was a good time. But now I have blister on the back of my leg and then like 2 more on my toes and then 2 on this side. Painful. It hurts.
Like beer and vitamin C always worked out for me well for the come down.
Well, on the come down for me usually doesn't come until like the day after is when I come down.
That's
because we
funny,
still
though.
have
Fuck
like the zoomies. Like,
Yeah, you
I
have
can
to
run
get
a
that
fucking
out.
marathon, bro. Like, I swear I can run a marathon.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then I got home and I still couldn't sleep. I got home and I like went into the shower, obviously, to take a shower before bed. And I was in the shower for like a good hour, just standing
Crazy,
there.
Because this is like in the middle of the week too, and you still have work the next day.
I took the
Just
next
took the day
yeah,
off? Okay,
I was
like,
not
there's no
going to
way,
work,
right?
bro. No.
There's no way
hell
you're going to work
no.
the fucking next day.
No. I always make sure I have the day after off.
Right.
Because like when you're coming down too, like you're very like your mental is kind of like not in the right place. So I get like really sensitive or like I get really irritated. So I make sure nobody's around me when I'm like coming down.
Yeah. No, there's one time I did go to work the next day on acid and it was fucked up. Because that lasts a long time. And I was working at Jimmy John's too, so I had to deliver, which is fucking worse. And I was tripping balls during my deliveries because I was seeing waves of shit.
Oh, hell no.
And then like I thought a cop was pulling me over, but literally like he was just speeding down the road right next to me. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I was gonna have to tell that cop I'm fucked up. I'm acid right now.
Yeah, when the music is still playing in your head after the show, it's amazing. Even the day after, because we went to like dim sum and we went to Vitacaine again.
Right.
And they like, you know, the music that they play is like, because he's a raver, the son
So he's
is a
trying to
raver,
bump.
so he's like bumping like Illenium and stuff. And like I'm on the come down, so there's already music still blasting in my head, and I go in and he's playing like rave music. I'm just like in the corner, like waiting for my drink. I'm like fucking headbanging and shit.
That place is trippy too. So.
Yeah, because there's like neon lights everywhere.
Neon light. It
and,
literally
like,
just looks like a weed shop. It's
it's
so funny. It literally
crazy.
looks like a really defined weed shop.
I was like, dude, I'm bumping to this right now because he's playing Beautiful Creatures.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
I
would
was
get
like-
down to that too. I fucking love that song. That's probably one of my all-time favorite Millennium songs.
Oh, but it was fun. Oh, yeah, I saw Never Be Like You. So good. So good.
I'm excited. I'm cleaning out this basement right now, kind of. Move that foosball table. And now I don't know exactly where. Where do you think we should like? I kind of want to move a
Move
bunch
the
of
setup?
stuff. So I'm probably gonna move all those tables, but I'm also gonna move this air hockey table over here too. Where do you think it would be better?
Wait, what? Are we moving the setup? What are we moving?
Just
I'm so
the
confused.
couch, really. Realistically, I want to get a table for us
Uh-huh.
instead. So either we like use this corner of the room, or we use against that wall. I don't know what would
Why don't
look
we
better.
just use
What do
the
you
air
think?
hockey table? Just get higher chairs.
We could. But
Like, why get a new table if you have a table here?
you're gonna use a fucking air hockey table. I guess
Just
we
get-
could put a blanket
get-
over it. Yeah.
Like a blanket or a tablecloth or something. Because if you get a new table, then we got to figure out where to put the new table, where to put that table.
You think it's high enough? Or do you think
That's
that-
pretty high. What did you mean? Is that high enough?
I mean, for our chair.
I was just gonna say
Short.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll probably need
new
chairs.
but
I have one chair that I can get us, but
like, that's easier than a whole ass
I guess we
table.
could do that.
I feel like it'd be better too because we wouldn't be like hunching.
It's true. I'm always fucking hunched over though
Yeah.
too. Fucking nerd neck. Going strong today.
I wear a llama wool jacket when I would rave. People love, yeah, but it's weird to be petted. Same, like when I'm like high, like I need stimulation, so I like touch things.
Yeah, feeling things for sure. A lot of people that are like mauled up.
We always talk about like bringing because you know what feels the best? Turf.
Like grass turf.
Grass turf. So I'm like, I feel like I should just bring like, you know, those sample things, those sample tiles of turf that people give, like companies
Bring that
give.
with you.
I'm gonna just roll it up and put it in like my little fanny pack so that I could just whip it out and like
They check. They're all checking your bags. They're like,
what is this, ma'am?
what the fuck is this?
It's turf.
It's turf.
It feels so
They'll be like,
good.
oh yeah, they're doing drugs. We can't let you bring this in.
That's
It's like the
fucked
gum
up.
all over
That's
again.
fucked up.
It's fucked up, but they literally got
They
you.
let me bring my pacifier though. You fucking know what the pacifier is for, bro. You fucking know.
It's for anyone that has a baby out there that needs a pacifier.
Yeah. Ooh, putty and slime.
I heard that moon sand is really cool to touch when you're drugged up too. Because
Maybe I'll get some moon sand. That
Yeah.
feels because like putty and slime is fine, but I don't like smooth textures when I'm like,
feel like a rough.
yeah, something that like, yeah, that
think
like
that's what it is.
scratches your fingertips because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that feels so good. And I always forget to bring something. Like I always tell myself I'm gonna bring something next time, but I always forget. So I'm always like, I'm like looking for something to touch.
Backpack guy, you're the rave dad.
The
Guy that's always
rave dad.
prepared. No,
Literally, that's how
thing.
we felt at Flume. We whip out the gum, and then everybody, it was just us two in the group, like us going together. But we whip out the pack of gum. All of a sudden, everybody around us, they're like,
Can I have a piece?
is that gum? Can I have a piece?
They're like, someone took one.
They're like-
the people at the front took one.
They're like, can we trade you some nicotine for that? And I'm like, are you fucking okay? Like, you crackheads?
Those are the crackheads right there.
They're like, I need gum.
At least they were nice enough to offer a trade, you know? Gum, when you're at a rave and you have gum, a
It
lot of people always
slaps,
take
bro.
it. Everyone always wants to try to get some gum.
Yeah. Even when you're not, like, even when you're sober, gum, like,
It's just nice to have. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just nice to chew.
because it, like, hydrates your mouth too, like, salivate.
Yeah, you get salivated.
That's why I always bring Jolly Ranchers too. It
Do
makes
you?
me salivate a lot. Yeah. And you get, like, a little bit of flavor.
I heard, yeah, someone told me that.
I
Let's
love
do I
that.
didn't know that was for that, though,
Yeah.
but I guess that makes sense.
I love, like, sucking on a Jolly Rancher because, like, your mouth gets really, really dry.
Yeah.
And you forget to drink water, so it's even more dry. So if like you have candy or something in your mouth, it's best.
Ugh.
Chew nerd clusters or starbursts. The one thing I hate though is like chewing. I feel like I'm fucking chomping. Like even gum.
Yeah. I guess that makes. I don't know. Chewing because you get tired of it.
Yeah, you
after a
wouldn't know
while.
because you don't do.
Hi, Angel.
You're gonna do it at Chickadins.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Give me a handful.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a handful of
That gum is
Bali.
shredded. It has generic grape flavor. Ew, what kind of gum are you? What kind of gum are you chewing on? Or you know what's good? High chews. They're so hard to chew, but high chews slap.
I like high chews.
Yeah,
good.
because they're extra juicy. Ay, but yeah, good. How are you?
Doing good, Angel. Podcasting, the usual.
You know.
Yeah, I've only done Molly once. It was a long time ago, but it wasn't enough for me to feel. I did it at Chainsmokers when they did a festival here with Kendrick Lamar, which was a
What?
crazy show. This is
and Kendrick Lamar.
It was weird because Denver had one really cool 3-day festival that they never did again. This was back in like 2018. I was with Wen and Ben, and Wen gave me some. He's like, "You want to try doing it?" I was like, "Okay, sure, fuck it." And then it was Chainsmokers, Florence and the Machine, Kendrick Lamar, Stevie Wonder,
What the heck?
Young the Giant. It was a crazy lineup. It was insane, but it was so fun. Like it literally had like the perfect overview of like the sun setting right below it.
Where was it?
Great. It was somewhere like the
Mm.
exact area. Never find such a cool festival, and then I didn't feel. I think that's
Oh, your mic's out. Oh.
Hello. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I did it during Chainsmokers, and I thought I was gonna like do some or like see some crazy shit and or like feel something, but it just didn't work. So I think ever since then, it kind of like turned me off from the idea of doing it because it just didn't work.
Well, were you happy? Were you having
Yeah,
fun?
I mean, I had a great time.
I think that it worked. Molly doesn't really like it doesn't do anything. Like you don't see shit or it doesn't really do anything to
Right.
you. You just feel really, really happy and you're having so
Maybe
much
that's
fun
what it
and so
was.
much energy.
One didn't give me a full dose though. That's why he just
yeah,
me,
like
like, a
it's not
piece.
supposed to like it doesn't make you trip like how like shrooms or anything
Yeah.
does. It's a body thing.
I definitely had a really good time the rest of the show. Like
So
I
it's
didn't
like
care about
you
anything.
feel high and you feel happy and you feel like you want to dance and like you have a lot of energy, but
It
it
was
doesn't
great.
do anything.
It was a great
else.
time
Yeah.
though. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what I felt. But yeah.
I was like, if you were super happy and you had a great time, I think it worked. Like honestly, if you didn't, also what I love is you don't feel anything.
Right.
No pain.
So you're saying if I can treat my gout, it'd be with Molly.
Only if you're running for like a 4-hour show or 5-hour festival.
You know what? That does make sense because usually I'd be super tired after that show, but like I was great.
Yeah, then I think it worked.
We had to walk like 5 miles home.
That's how you know.
And I was hauling ass. Everyone was like, dude, slow down.
Yeah.
This was before like I had gout. I was just like running. I was like, all right.
I think it
I'll
worked.
be home. I'll be home in like 10 minutes.
You could run a fucking marathon.
I
when
literally
you're
ran a
on
fucking
it.
marathon to get home. I beat them back at the house and I just like walked around in a circle for like 30 minutes. Okay, maybe I was high then.
Yeah, you were. That's what we
But-
call the zoomies.
Just didn't have like a head feeling. It's just like all of my body.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fucking hilarious. Okay, well, good to know.
He was like, yeah, I was just running around like crazy and I had a great time, but I don't think it worked.
Because I totally blocked that memory out of my
I was
head.
like, I don't think it worked. And I'm like, yeah, I think it worked.
Because the way it seemed like in my head, it didn't work. But then I guess now that you explained that to me, it did work.
Like, you know, when like dogs are super happy for no reason and they just like run in circles like
Yeah.
forever and they just run around like
Yeah,
they're having the,
to, like,
yeah, that's
get
what
their
it's
energy
like.
out.
That's what it's like. And you're like dancing and having fun.
Fucking funny. All right. Think that's good?
Yeah.
All good there. Yeah, we hit her out. All right, everyone. That was episode 18 of the Sweet and Sour podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. We will have the VOD out on Friday, as usual. And we'll see you guys again next week for one of my final weeks being in America till I go
Ever.
to Japan.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll probably stay in Japan for the rest of my life because I'll probably have a really
Are you gonna
great
bring
time.
your stuff to Japan? Like if they go?
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
my vlogging stuff.
I mean, if they go.
Yeah, if anything, I'll probably just bring one of these mics. It should be fine, and then my camera. But I'll have the podcast set up for us at least still. So if anything, we'll just make a Discord call for you and me, and then we'll just talk like that. But other than that, planning just for me on this trip. But all right, all right. See you guys all again next week. Bye.